to the Realist State. I'm your host, Byron J, Elliott, and we want to welcome you to this episode of our podcast, of this show. This is the Realist Christmas special, all over the internet, all over social media. We're just coming to you today just to celebrate the Christmas spirit, celebrate the holidays. I've invited some of my favorite people, as a matter of fact, my favorite people on the entire planet, my family, to come and join us. And we're just going to have a little fun for a few moments, hang out with you on Christmas. We pray that you're having a wonderful Christmas in a safe and responsible way, but hooking up with your family and friends the way we ought to in the Christmas spirit. So, without further ado, this is going to be a fun time. I want to turn it over to the newest realtor in the business. She's almost a realtor. She'll be there in 2 seconds. But she's on her way. She's a real estate professional. She's also on her way to greatness. And she's the greatest, oldest daughter I ever had in my life. I just want to introduce you to Brianna Elliott.
Hey everyone, I'm Brianna Elliott, and like my dad said, I am a newly licensed real estate professional, and I will be hosting this episode of The Realist State. So I'm a junior in college. I am actually studying to be a doctor, but in the meantime and on my way there, I am very interested in real estate, and that is going to be my vehicle to success. So without further ado, I'm going to allow the rest of my family to introduce themselves, starting with my youngest sister, Brielle.
Hi everyone, my name is Brielle. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm part of the family business. Most of the social media stuff that you guys may see, for the most part, I am behind that. So yeah, I'm just along for the ride so far until I guess I'm old enough to do the legit stuff. But yeah. And now I'll pass it over to my mom.
Okay. Thank you, Brianna.
That was smooth.
Yeah. My name is Letitia Elliott. I am the mom of the group, and I'm also...
You're not the mom of me.
That's correct. We're going to let that
Hi,
one
Mom.
slide.
And by the group, she means...
Yeah.
Yes. So I have been involved in education for the past 20 years, and recently took that leap of faith and left the educational system proper, if you will. So I consider myself the momager in the family. I'm the one who's responsible for making sure that we meet regularly, that we are exploring all of the options, all things real estate, all things investment, all things family business. And it is an exciting journey so far. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the one that you already know and let him reintroduce himself.
Okay, that'll work. Hey everybody, it's Byron Elliott. Welcome to... No, I did that part already.
I think that happened.
All right. So yes, I'm Byron Elliott, known to some as Pastor Elliott. I'm the dad of the family, alongside the mom of the family, and I also am privileged to pastor the greatest church on Fauquier Street in Lynchburg, Virginia, Rivermont Baptist Church. Shout out to the crew, and Merry Christmas to all of you. And this is really just the manifestation of a lifelong vision, lifelong dream, to be in business with my family, and doing what we've got to do to extend legacy that's been passed to us and setting it up to be passed into the future. So the real estate has been a lot of fun. We're learning a lot, and we're hopefully exposing you guys to a lot, and this is just a really cool time. Happy holidays.
Basically, I just want to take this time now to explain to you guys what we're doing, why we're sitting on your screen when you could be opening presents. But anyway, so we are here to let you guys know a little bit more about us, and we will be doing that in the entertaining and laughable way of who is most likely to questions. So we have sort of a mix of funny, slightly controversial, and then also business-oriented questions that I will be asking the family, and we'll all be voting, I guess, on who is most likely to do this specific thing. So without further ado, let's get on into it. So the first question is, who is most likely to make a career out of a 9-to-5 job? Yeah.
Yeah, I knew y'all would point to me.
I mean, she pretty much said it in her intro. Yeah, education.
Well, before we go to the next question, how's that been for you? Just real quick, transitioning from 9-to-5 job to walking on water.
Wow, it has been surreal. It has been liberating, and it has also taken a lot of getting used to.
Yeah.
I would say I'm blessed to be able to do that. I thank God for my family, for the opportunity to be able to make that transition or that leap from a 9-to-5 to a family business where you literally are, you're not an employee anymore. You are the contractor. You are the one who has to get up. And so that has been interesting. I will say I went through a phase of feeling guilty. I also went through a phase of feeling like I wasn't doing enough, and I had to do some reflecting and just some self-talk, prayer, of course, to continue to work through that. But I'm confident that it was the right decision to make. I know that the Lord is the one who spoke to us, and said to make that happen. But it has definitely been a journey, and it's taking some getting used to, but I am loving it. So I thank God.
You're pretty good at your new job too.
Well, thank you. I try,
Cool. Good stuff.
Thanks.
So the next question is, who's most likely to offend millions of people on Facebook with just one post?
Yeah, that's me.
That's why we don't allow you to post too much.
That's why I do it.
Yes.
That's why she's the social
I have
media
several
man.
filters, y'all.
I just think that you have a way of thinking that is different from what a lot of people, are used to. I feel you can debate any side of a situation, and you can also shed light on lots of different types of conversations. So it is a blessing to be able to do that. But I think as a pastor, you probably feel like you might have to watch your voice sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Yeah, you always have that in the back of your mind. But that's really what's behind the whole real estate conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're trying to create a space where you can say what's needed to be said, especially toward building people up and helping them get beyond being stuck in whatever mind frames and mindsets. A lot of times, the reason I would make millions of people mad is because I told them the truth. And, that's the thing I'm learning to do better over time.
Well, you've actually had a couple of instances on social media where you've made a couple of people mad too. So
Yeah.
I would venture to say
Apples and
the
trees.
apple.
Apples and trees.
Yes,
Apples
the
and
apples
trees.
don't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
She we're going to skip over.
Yeah, we're not gonna. The next question is, who's most likely to invest in a foreign country's currency? She's like the traveler. Go ahead.
I mean, I know you too.
I've done it, but
Yeah, but definitely.
shout out to all my Forex family out there. I see you, and I've been getting your 50,000 inboxes.
DMs and
Praise the Lord for you. All right.
Yeah.
Sure we
But
can.
listen, I don't mind, because if that's what you're using to expand and enlarge the horizons for your family and create generational wealth, so be it. Forex,
Get your bag.
get it done.
So, Brielle, but tell us about that. Why would you be the one most likely to invest in foreign currency?
I mean, Brianna already said this really quickly, but I think out of us, I'm more of the one who wants to travel and stuff like that. So
You'd be more invested
Traveling.
in there.
yeah, traveling the world culture, world language, world religion, people of the world. Yeah, it's just something that interests me. So I guess that's like why that would happen.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question is, who's most likely to build their own house by hand from the ground up?
That's me.
Yeah.
It is in your blood. Yeah.
I can't help it. Literally, my grandfather built a house with his own hands from the ground up, and he did it back in the late 40s, early 50s, when those things were seemingly impossible. He didn't have, I think he stopped school in 2nd grade. It's always amazing to me to imagine how someone who had trouble reading his own name was savvy enough to build his own house, that property is still in our family to this very day. And then, watching my dad then come through as a real estate investor and developer. I got it honest. I can't help it. It's all real estate.
It is in our heritage to promote generational wealth. Somewhere along the line, we lost that, and the whole point of Waterwalkers LLC, the whole point of doing the impossible because we can is because we have in the past, and it's time to get back to that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And to be clear, we are not against anybody. We think that it's just important to make sure everybody who's in a particular conversation has an equal playing field in terms of information.
Yeah.
And a lot of times there are neighborhoods and there are areas of town, there are groups of people who do not receive information that would really help them to lift their level of living. So, it's important to us to be the trumpet making noise for some folks to be able to do things that they didn't think they could do, like walk on water.
Yeah. So he's the one, Bree.
Yeah, it's me. I do.
Yeah. So the next question is, who's most likely to talk back to their boss?
Assuming that he had a boss.
Yeah. All right.
I don't talk back. My boss doesn't take a whole lot of talking back, so I don't do too much talking back. But I guess if I had a boss, the last boss I had,
Talk back.
things ended with me talking back. So
and so then Talk Back Junior would be this.
Definitely. Talk back Junior. I like
Talk
that.
Back Junior.
hey, you gotta be the boss. That's
Assuming she had a boss,
Right.
like we said. So the next question is, who's most likely to come into a lot of money and then forget about it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
But
Like,
she
would
learned it
also
from
be
this
him.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
She learned it from
Ellie is our minimalist. Ellie will be like, Mommy, can you buy me Smoothie King? And I'll be like, sure. Didn't you just get like $100 from Pop Pop? Oh no, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I'm saving that.
Hey,
Or she'll
generational
go-
wealth, man.
Yeah. Or you'll go like hide money in a jar in another room and think we'll find it like 2 months later and she'll be like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like that's how she saves her money. So I definitely
I love it.
agree with that. The next question is, who's most likely to act now and say sorry later?
Me?
Oh, yeah. You?
I'm not pointing at me. I'm pointing at you.
Me?
Yeah, either you or Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was just trying not to.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep, trying to look good on on YouTube.
I understand why you pointed at me, because I might be a little bit more impulsive about things that I'm passionate about, but I think I'm getting better with that. So I'm gonna count myself out of that one, and I'm definitely.
The only reason I push back on myself is because if I try to be purpose driven if I can, and so if I did it, the only reason for apologizing would be if I hurt somebody. But I don't. I'm one of the ones that's learning now.
Yeah.
You're helping me to learn how to be more sensitive to the fact that it can be right and still not be the most helpful approach. And so if I need to apologize for something I've said or done, even if it's the right thing, I'm learning how that makes a little sense.
And I think 22-year-old Byron versus 46-year-old Byron is a little different.
Yeah.
Hence, Junior over here again.
Yeah, it is. There it is.
What you want to say about that?
I
Now.
have nothing to say. I mean, yeah. I'll accept that.
Yeah, you gotta hold that.
Who's most likely to wear sunglasses indoors?
Oh.
Yeah. Then.
Well, like, yeah.
Yeah, you went through a phase of wearing sunglasses in school, didn't you? Like 9th and 10th grade.
I mean, it's only a phase because, like, I'm not in school anymore, but, like,
Bruh.
if I was still there, I'd probably still be doing it, so.
The second to last question is who's most likely to win the lottery and then spend all of the money in one day?
Bam.
I get it.
I mean, I don't think that.
I don't think so.
But we're talking
Any of
about
us-
millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
lottery.
all I need is something to eat. I'm gonna always be the one to go get us a big meal somewhere, and then
I actually think, maybe not in one day, but, like,
You got stuff to buy.
I
You
know
what
mommy
mean?
would be
Like,
the type to, like,
I just want to say
do stuff for herself.
I just want to say that Amazon has been blessed by my family, and so somehow or another we're gonna figure out how to spend $1 million. So who's most likely to spend $1 million in a day?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I know we could say a
Testify,
lot.
child.
However, like, so we have these whole grandeur plans of somebody dropped $1 million in your bank account, what you would do with it. But I'm pretty sure $1 million feels a lot different in your brain than it does in your bank account.
Well,
Because,
you're a
like,
girl.
how many times have you been like, man, if I could just get like $300, this is what I would do with it, and then you got $300, and that's not what you did with it. You know what I mean? So like, why would it be different on a larger scale?
Yeah, and then to be honest, it's not that difficult to spend or invest $1 million. So, are we talking about spending $1 million, or are we talking about investing $1 million?
Getting it out of your pocket.
I guess we could argue about the difference between spending, right, and investing. Maybe something we'll talk about on a future episode.
Well, the last question, and we will let y'all get back to your families on Christmas, is who's most likely to keep a secret?
Me?
Brio, you don't talk.
Me?
You don't talk. Who you gonna tell?
Yeah.
Anything to say for yourself?
Anything to say?
I have
Nope.
nothing to say. See?
I rest my case.
Yeah,
Exactly.
She'll keep the secret.
She will keep the secret. You can rob a bank with her. We're not robbing banks here.
Don't-
We're getting our wealth a
Invest.
different way.
Invest.
Invest your money. But if you were to rob a bank, you could.
That's right.
So, yeah, I'll turn it back over to you to close this out.
Cool. So I'm hoping this is giving you a little bit of a window into who we are as a family. A lot of times we don't know how people are or what things may be going through folks' minds. So I'm really excited to share my bottom line. This is my team with all of you on the real estate, in the real estate family. And before we close, I want to ask a question of everybody in the family. I'm springing this. This wasn't on what we said we were going to do, and I'm pretty sure we destroyed that about 30 seconds into this episode, which
You're
is good.
famous for that.
I love
just
it.
want you to know.
I love it.
Springing
Who's
questions.
most likely to spring a question on the family while we're filming?
Yes.
That would be me. That would be
And
me.
we're going to do it just the way we rehearsed it.
That would be me.
If
That
you know,
would
you
be
know.
me. So, I'm gonna ask a question of you, Brielle. I'll ask everybody. So, Brielle, if you could have anything you wanted, no money limitations. If you could have anything you wanted for Christmas, what would it be?
I think this is just a very on-brand answer for me, but I'd probably just want, like, the monetary freedom to, like, have what I wanted rather than, like, asking for a specific thing or things. So I guess money would be the answer, but, like, yeah, the monetary liberty to do what I wanted.
Nice. Bri?
Honestly, like, especially at the age I'm at now where I can pretty much buy the things that I want, I'd probably want a Christmas like when I was 8 years old. Like, all my family to be in the States. So, plane tickets for all my family to come visit. Yeah.
In a pandemic.
Quarantine. You could include quarantine testing.
You can bump it up a private
COVID
jet
testing in
for
there
the
too.
family.
Okay.
So you don't
Yeah.
pick them up.
Oh,
Instead of plane
private
tickets.
jets. You do it that way. Private jets. That way they don't have to worry about COVID.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a jet. We're coming for you, family.
See?
All right. What would you say?
Oh my goodness. Why does that make me think of Mariah Carey's song? All I want for Christmas is you, baby, it's you. No. But
Me?
on a serious note, what I would want for Christmas cannot be bought with money. It would literally be to have my family. I'm probably more along the lines of what Brianna is saying. It's just to have family and loved ones close by and just loving on each other and, you know, encouraging one another and being together in the spirit of Christmas and the spirit of Christ. And I would also want people who are going through, you know, hard times, dark times, times of anxiety, depression, loneliness. I would want that to be wiped away. I would want people to feel the joy and the love of Christ at Christmas. I'm sorry, that's my true.
No apologies.
Yeah.
No apologies for that. That's the realist state. You know, that's your thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody want to know what I want?
I
What
wanna
you
know
want?
what you
Yeah, what
want.
do you want?
I want a group of people that look like me who are willing to pool their money together and purchase real estate in a set location, set neighborhood, and really impact that neighborhood rather than having these grand ideas and really never getting anywhere. I'd like to see 10 or 20 or 15 or 30, or I don't know what the number is, people put in a significant amount of money, let's go ahead and say $10 million, to be able to impact one neighborhood and change the lives of people forever. That would be what I'd want for Christmas.
Can we clap for that?
Hey. All right, so.
I pray that happens.
Oh.
Maybe we can be the catalyst for that. Maybe it's you.
See,
You know.
the good news is, many years ago, I replaced Santa Claus in my own thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so the things that we say we want for Christmas, the reason I asked you those things is because, I mean, we got to do it like we've always done it. Nobody's going to bring anything down our chimney.
Right.
And so if we want it, then it's possible to have it for Christmas, because Christmas, if you understand, without getting too deep, Christmas isn't one day.
Right.
But Christmas is the idea that because of what happened at Christmas, people's lives have been affected to be able to be free to do whatever it is that we need to do, especially when we have the right relationship with God.
Yeah.
So you can have your Christmas gift as long as the first gift is, the gift of love, a gift of relationship with God. So, all right, that was my preaching moment on the Realist State podcast, the Real Estate Show. So, before we leave you, this is a product of pandemic practice.
All right.
And I don't really even know how to introduce this. All the way from Central Virginia, we have the Elliots singing you our rendition of, just check it out. Alright, I got it now. Alright.
I was like, what am I doing?
It's alright. Listen, we
wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We rehearsed it. For Christmas and a happy New Year. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but it's done with love, and we love you on the Realist State. So we want you to join us on the next podcast, on the next show. Join us on our next episode. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Enjoy the holiday with your family and friends. And most of all, always remember to keep it real.